see it or smell it on someone, but a gambling addiction can be just as harmful as any other drug. Veterans are more likely than the general public to become problem gamblers.
Yeah, in tonight's RBC Wealth Management Veterans Are Heroes report, WMAR 2 News' Eddie Kadam shows us how the VA of Maryland medical system is showing vets when to fold them.
Reflection for the day: rare are the practicing compulsive gamblers who have any idea how irrational they are.
Every Thursday, they meet in this room, looking at each other, but facing themselves.
First, I was a chaser. I would go to the casino, and if I lost that $40, I won it back. And I would just keep playing and keep losing more and more and more until it was all gone.
Vietnam veteran Azima Rahman's battle with gambling addiction started early.
We used to pitch pennies, and we pitched quarters against the wall and win quarters. So it's actually set when you're a child. It's set that you could win something. You know, you could, if you're good at something, you can win. And you can win, gain money or whatever.
It got worse in the service. Payday became game day.
Shoot pool, you know, roll dice, whatever. You know, that's a normal thing in the service.
Casinos popped up all over the area. The chase got worse. The veterans' promotions at the Horseshoe, they got him every time. He didn't realize how much he was losing until he sat in this room and did the math.
When you first saw those numbers, what did that make? How did that make you feel? What was your reaction?
My reaction was, you fool. Because I was losing twice as much as I was winning.
20 questions at the door. Answer yes to 7, you might have a gambling problem.
If you spent $50 on drugs or alcohol, say within the past half an hour, when you came into my office, I could probably tell that you were under the influence of some type of drug or alcohol. However, if you spent, let's say, $500 in the past half an hour or hour and came into my office, there's no way that I could probably tell that you had just spent that kind of money gambling.
Vets don't want to hear they have a gambling problem, and addiction specialists Tanika Rice and James McCrae aren't here to tell them that. They instead educate them on the tricks and triggers that the promoters are using to rack in billions of dollars each year. Once they're aware, they can make a plan for low-risk gambling, capping themselves.
Having fun with friends, that you have designated a specific amount of money to be spent and time expended engaged in this activity, and that once that time is up and the money allotted is gone, that you leave as well.
It started at Pimlico Racecourse for Vietnam veteran Frederick Daniels, but he's not here for himself.
I was about 7 years.
7. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Smoking and gambling.
That's awesome.
You know, and then I think I give myself a good report in that area up until this present moment.
He's fighting to help a loved one.
The word advantage, sometimes I think it's got some truth in it, because I experienced it. It's like, can I have somebody pay this bill? Can I have somebody pay that bill? To me, there was something wrong with that picture, you know what I mean?
He says you can tell a lot about what a person is doing by looking at their trash can. His family members was full of tells, but his bank account always seemed bare.
And I started getting a little attitude behind all they got to do is say money to me, and I go kind of, not out of it, but you got to check, I got to check, but yet still one got to, one don't. In other words, one went left and one went right.
The environment that surrounds gambling breeds other vices.
Most veterans that check into treatment, say for instance for other related mental health conditions like substance abuse or PTSD, depression, 40% of them are actually related to some type of gambling disorder.
But as hard as the tables and chips pull them in,
and I'm a veteran, so I like the saying that, we don't leave our wounded behind.
they have a place to fold and start again.
No compulsive gambler rationally analyzing his or her destructive behavior can truly claim soundness of mind.
At the Baltimore VA Medical Center, Eddie Kadam, WMAR 2 News.
Now, this program runs 8 to 12 weeks, but all veterans are welcome to come as little as you want, as much as you want.